Hello great people, I hope mko poa popote pale mlipo. I am Auntie Zippy. I do child and youth work and also journalism. Welcome to my YouTube channel, another episode of education updates, news, concerns and reforms. In this section, I give you updates, news and concerns that concern our education in our country, that is Kenya. So if you have any questions, you can ask them through the chat box below. Ask me anything and I will be glad to respond. Also, my channel is about parenting. We give each other tips on how to bring up our children in an holistic way so that they become successful all-round human beings in future. Here we focus on now and future. We don't focus on future and we're forgetting about now. Parenting is a process, not as a result. So if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe to my channel and I will be glad to engage with you more and more. Like my videos and share. Also, you can follow me on other social media platforms. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I call myself Auntie Zippy. Okay. So today I have an update or something that I need to explain to you so that you understand. We are still in CBC and myself I champion for CBC because it's the best curriculum we've ever had as a country. Yes. And my previous video, if you haven't watched it, kindly go and watch it. I explained what CBC is. Go and watch so that you understand what is the role of you as a parent in this curriculum system. So today's video is about understanding CBC. The years, the levels, and the age group of each and every level. Many parents have children who are undertaking CBC, but they don't know what it is, even which grade, which PP, what, which is which. They just ask their children, you told me you are in grade, and what does that mean? You are graduating. They don't understand. I want you parents to understand the way you are understanding 844, knowing your child is going from class 1 to class 2. I want you to understand the CBC system so that you understand and you support your child accordingly. Okay? So, CBC, the way we used to say 844 curriculum. CBC is a 2, 6, 3, 3, 3 years curriculum. Are we together? We can say 2, 6, 3 years. And each and every level lasts for 1 year. So each and every year, the learners are proceeding to the next level, the next grade, the next class. Let me say that because you understand more that they are proceeding to the next class. Okay? So, CBC has 4 major levels, which have sub-levels in them. So I'm going to take you step by step. The first major division of a CBC is the early year education, called the IEYE, the early year education. This early year education has 2 subdivisions in it. It has pre-primary education and it has lower primary education. So let's see the pre-primary. The pre-primary has pre-primary 1 and pre-primary 2. That is PP1 and PP2. And it lasts for 2 years. Other schools, they have daycare or play group. It is not mandatory you take your child to a play group or a daycare program. You can take them direct to PP1 and they proceed to PP2. But it is very important because it orients your child to a school environment. So if your school or if you want to take your child for play group, it's fine. It is very important. So the age group of the students, the children in PP1 and PP2 is between the age of 3 and 5 years. 4 and 5, 3, 4 to 5 years. So if you want to take your child to a play group, you need to take them when they are 3 years, so that they go to PP1 when they are 4 years and PP2 when they are 5 years. And then they proceed to the lower primary. Are we together? That are the first 2 years. Let's go now to the 6. Let's start 6 now. After PP2, they proceed to lower primary, which has 3 grades. We have grade 1, grade 2, and grade 3. That is lower primary, grade 1, grade 2, and grade 3. And the years, the age group of children in grade 1, grade 2, grade 3 is 6 to 8 years. 6 to 8 years. And then they do a NEC exam so that they proceed to grade 4. Now, grade 4 is another major level. The second now major level is the middle school. Middle school, which is divided into 2. We have the upper primary and the lower secondary, which is called the junior secondary. So, the 6 years starts at grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. That is the lower primary, and then it proceeds to middle school, which has the upper primary, that is grade 4, grade 5, and grade 6. So the 6 years, the 2, 6, 6 is grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, grade 5, and grade 6. 6 years. Now, when they proceed to lower secondary, the age group of lower secondary is 12 to 14 years. 12 to 14 years, you need to have your child in this age group so that they move with their peers. Parents, are we together? And I hope you are going to follow that and learn and educate yourself so that you are updated. Okay? Yes. So the next major level of CBC is the senior school. Senior school, they start to specialize. They start to take their career path. And now this is 15 and above. They start specializing. And there are 4 categories of specialization when it comes to this level. They either, and before we go to the specialization, this covers grade 10, grade 11, and grade 12. Grade 10, 11, and 12. Those are the next 3, after 3 years now. They start specializing, and there are 4 major parts of specialization, not like 844. It is so broad you don't know which area you are in. No, for CBC it is 4 major levels. Whether you go to university or wherever you are supposed to belong in those 4 major levels of specialization. Number 1 is it is arts and sports. Arts and sports. Those will be singing, playing football, and so on and so on. The second specialization is in science. They will go deeper in science. The deeper science. I don't know what it is. I will also research and come with each and every competence that is gained in each and every level. But today we are explaining the years and the levels. They go to science and then social science. There is science and there is social science. And that is where I am. That is my specialization. My area of expertise is in social sciences. So they specialize in social sciences or STEM. STEM meaning science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So they will go to those 4 major categories. Now, after they finish grade 12, that child is good to go. They can go into their own, to employment even. They can start their own businesses. They start creating jobs for themselves and for others. Are we together? So if somebody wants to proceed with education, now they go to the last 3 years. and it is called tertiary education, which they have options either to go to a TVET or to a university. And TVETs here, they will have so much power. Not like now, people know at TVETs their children, or those people who are poor, don't have money to take their children to a university. TVET then will be, it is a very good level. It will just the same level with the university, because at TVET it's more of the doing now. Okay, are we together? Yes. And TVET, let me explain what is the meaning of TVET. It is technical and vocational education and training. They continue forming their vocations, their career paths there, or they go to the university, which will take 3 years. But other careers may take more years because of the specialization, like medicine, nursing, and so on. It may take more years than 3. So I hope now you understand the 26333 system of learning. That is the competence-based curriculum in our country, Kenya. Take initiative as a parent. Accompany your child. Be a partner. Do not just be there providing school fees and food. You do not understand what is going on. You don't even understand the books. You just go buy them. You don't know, or you don't understand the materials that you can support your child with. You do not understand how to expose and stimulate your child. Do not, now this, because it's a CBC curriculum, even the exposure, the stimulation of our children should be geared towards building a competence, building abilities, building skills, not just for by the way. Take your child to social clubs in the community. Form these peer groups where children can continue learning. A football club, a music club, a singing, a skating. There are those who are teaching children to do coding. So stimulate your child in the right direction. So if your child, you see they are interested in these 4 categories I've talked about, the art, the science, the social science, and the STEM, you start gearing that child towards that, or stimulating so many options so that they are clear. By the time they get to the senior school, they know exactly what they want. They are not confused. Because this age is still very small. It's 15 and above. So if you don't want your child to be confused, then you start now. School is not enough. Stimulate your child in a good way when you are at home. Invest in social groups for your child, in clubs. There are so many in our community. Some can attract a fee. Want to know and to build competencies of your child. Let them know a bit, maybe a bit of everything. It is good. Yes. Stimulate your child, my dear parents. Don't just let your child be there playing cha mama cha baba and having their phones. Teenagers having their phones from morning to evening. Take them to these social groups and clubs, and they will help them. When they finish this, they can go to another one. They can take a foreign language. They can study. Right now, it's very easy to study. Even in your phone, you can study and get a certificate online. Let us stimulate our children in the right direction. Let us support them accordingly. Let us not support them as 1990s and 80s parents. We are in the 21st century. And I will do another video explaining to you what is 21st century education and what we are supposed to do as stakeholders. And a lot happens every day in our government trying to make our lives better, but because we only want to see what we want to see, we do not notice these small inputs and improvements they are working towards, they are improving our education system. We do not notice them. But let me tell you, we have hope. They are happening. We are making progress as a country. We are on the right track. We may not yet be there, but we are doing better. than some years back. So do not lag behind as a parent, mouthing and yapping on the street and telling your children how the government is bad. You instill that mentality of the government should do this for us, or the government's idea, the government. No, teach your child to stand for themselves. Learn to initiate so that they learn these competencies, abilities, and skills, because we are moving to a world whereby if you don't know how to do, if you cannot translate your knowledge to skills, you are not useful. If you cannot translate the theory to practical, you are not useful. So let us help our children. It is a tough one, but we can do it. With all the resources we have, we can do it, and we will do it. Thank you very much for watching. Consider subscribing and following me on TikTok. It is Auntie Zippy everywhere. Bye bye.